Hello, football fans, and welcome back to another James Talks About the NFL. And today, with former Baylor Bears University coach Art Briles being an assistant guest head coach, or not an assistant coach, but a guest coach for the Cleveland Browns during a couple of practices recently. I know that he is an offensive guy, and I've read that he is going to try to help their offense. So, uh, in the past couple of days, I have compiled some research on Briles' offense from Baylor because I'm unfamiliar with the offense that Briles likes to run or liked to run at Baylor while he was there from 2007 through 2015 before those players for sexual harassment came out. Like, I read that Sean Oakman was a player that got in trouble, for instance. So that's why he got fired. Not because of his offense having a lack of firepower, before you think that. Now, with all that being said, I bet that the Browns would have preferred it if Robert Griffin III wouldn't have gotten hurt for them, because then Briles could have really helped out this offense a lot for the Cleveland Browns. And during my research, I read that they love to throw the deep vertical route, and that is something that I don't think the Browns can really do because I don't think they have a lot of receiver depth, depth that they can utilize a whole lot. So I don't think they have a whole lot of depth that they can utilize those the deep passing game that Briles liked to run at Baylor. While they had a Corey Coleman, who is now a Brown, but he's hurt, unfortunately, like a J.D. Cannon, like a Shock Linwood. Well, that's the running back. Heck, I can't even remember. I was watching highlights too. Now, granted, highlights show the highlight of the thing, so it's not really going to be a Baylor offense doing anything except great things. But they, within the past few years, were definitely doing some great things. But I don't know. I guess the Browns can utilize those run pass options a lot. But it is kind of just questionable how much the Browns' offense can get better with Briles. I don't think that he's going to become their offensive coordinator or going to be on the staff officially. But this might land him another college football job. Or, I don't know, an NFL job if the Browns do really, really well now. But, yeah. I just don't think Briles can help out the offense too much because of the lack of receivers the Browns have to run Briles' offense. I mean, Cody Kessler, the Browns' assumed quarterback for this week after he got hurt last week, I don't think he'll be able to run the offense. I don't think Cody Kessler will be able to run the offense that well. I mean, I'm not trying to doubt Cody Kessler, but that's just not the style that they ran at USC under Steve Sarkisian the past couple of years. But Yeah, maybe Briles can help out the Cleveland Browns offense, but I kind of doubt it. I do doubt it a little bit. But to get that deep passing game going, you have to have offensive line help. And the Browns have definitely built themselves up an offensive line, or at least a little bit of a good one outside of Joe Thomas, the left tackle. Which I used to say like a couple of years ago, like, hey, the two Browns players that I would have on my team are Joe Thomas and Joe Hayden. And I think that on a Panthers franchise that I did for fun back on Madden, not on camera, so you can't look it up on YouTube. Uh, I do believe that I had Joe Thomas on there at some point, or I was wanting a trade for Joe Thomas or something related to Joe Thomas, just because he's that good of an, just because that's how good he is of a left tackle. Now Joe Hayden's also a good cornerback, but that's kind of beside the point. I think also in college the defenses are a little bit easier to exploit if you have the right kind of offense, like it seemed like Briles had at Baylor. But I just don't know what that or how that Briles offense will translate with the amount of talent that the Browns have and the amount of talent that the defenses have. I mean, that's just up in the air for me. So, yeah, I just honestly don't know how well Briles' offense will help out the Cleveland Browns, but I would say that if Robert Griffin III was healthy, then yes, Briles could have an impact on the offense. And the reason why I say that is because Robert Griffin III played for Briles at Baylor, and Robert Griffin III won the Heisman at Baylor in 2011 while playing for Briles. So, yeah, I've been doing my research. I've been utilizing, especially yesterday, I utilized a whole lot of yesterday, well, quite a bit of time yesterday, and then I recapped my, and then I looked a little bit more stuff up today. I dug a little bit deeper to get this information. But yeah, Briles runs a style of offense that I would run. Just, a deep passing game. I can't exactly remember what it's called. It's kind of like the run and shoot that the Houston Oilers used to run back in the day, but it's not called that, and it's a little bit different. So I definitely think that the Browns can take advantage of the run pass options that Briles could bring to the table, but I would say that the Browns would need Robert Griffin III healthy and maybe Corey Coleman healthy to really run that offense. Because Corey Coleman, although Corey Coleman is a rookie, he played at Baylor. So, yeah, he played at Baylor under Briles. So I'm pretty sure that Corey Coleman has a pretty good understanding of Briles' offense as well. So that is where the Cleveland Browns uh, offense would definitely improve. But, if you added a healthy Josh Gordon, I mean, that's a real vertical threat that could really that can really take the top off of defenses and one that could really help out in Brile's system in particular. But I'm not saying that Briles is going to become the offensive coordinator or the head coach or the quarterback coach, or I don't even think he's on the official staff right now. He's just a guest at practices. But he is having a little bit of influence in the offense, I think. I think he's been talking to the head coach, Hugh Jackson, about that. So yeah, I've said it a couple of times, but uh, I just don't think that Art Briles can help out this offense a whole lot, considering that RG3 is hurt and will not play this season. Well, the rest of the season because he's on injured reserve for the Cleveland Browns. But yeah, I think Briles is a great was a great college head coach, especially at Baylor, and I like his style of offense, but I just don't think it'll translate very well to the NFL with the amount of talent the Browns have to run that system. Okay, guys. So since I've covered everything that I want to cover, I do believe that will be it for this James Talks About NFL Football. So yes, guys, I'm sorry that I had to bring this out on Friday. It's just that I'm seeing some family, traveling to see some family. So the Monday, Tuesday, and Friday video next week, or wait, the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday video next week will be shot in a different location than this right here. And since I'll be traveling next Saturday as well, then I'll be posting one on next Friday and the 21st instead of the 22nd. But you guys won't mind as long as you see a video on your sub box. I guess you won't mind, and as long as I'm not spamming your sub box with oh, James talked about NFL football number 167. The Las Vegas Raiders. Just something like that. It's like, oh, the Oakland Raiders moved to Las Vegas. Just something like that. So yes, guys. Um, I will get my 2 day break. It didn't happen Thursday, Friday, but it will happen Saturday, Sunday. So yes, guys, I will see you all on Monday. Thank you all for watching, and go Panthers!